In this custom showcase, we look at my original character, Thragon.
They are the warriors of lore, guardians of time, ready for war.
If you've been to the channel before, you know I've been starting to make customs of some of my original character designs, and this one actually came about with talking to my buddy HulkSmash Customs after making my character Bruton figure, and he was actually talking about the ideal of concept having an evil version of the Tundran as well. So he actually came up with most of the concept for the character with the robotic cybernetic arm, the 4 tusk, the darker tones for it, and the scarred up eye. I just saw talking back and forth of what the kind of cool concepts for the be, have an evil version of one of my heroes, kind of like not really truly an evil version of my heroes, but same race, just more twisted, more bigger, more powerful. You always want to have a good villain for your heroes, so that's how this character came about. With the build on it, he's a very similar build with using the Ursa Major upper torso, using the push mold to make the molds off the Hulk waist pieces and grafting those onto the lower torso. But I did change things up with this one. The arm from the bicep down is actually a Wendigo that I dyed black, then I dry brushed browns over top of. The shoulder is the Ursa Major shoulder, and over here is the big difference. He's got a robotic arm. And I actually have 2 of them. Both of them uses parts from the Hydra Stomper. I got a Hydra Stomper really, really cheap. It's missing parts off eBay. And from the shoulder to the bicep, this Hydra Stomper. This one, the entire arm is Hydra Stomper. I did make adapters so I can actually make it work with the into the Ursa Major torso. I made push molds, and I know it's a little ugly here, but you don't see that when it's on the figure. But and same way on the both of them. I made push molds of the connector ports from the Ursa Major shoulders, and easily interchangeable. Everything's functional, work, ratchets move around, but I did extend them. But on the full-on Hydra Stomper arm, I extended the bicep basically from here to here, and I extended the forearm. I wanted to match the length on the arms. On this one, I just extended the bicep. This is using a Collect and Connect stripe forearm I got from my buddy HulkSmash Customs. I modified it where to work with the Hydra Stomper bicep, but it was still too short, even with the longer forearm. So I did a little different on this one. I actually went on Cults 3D. I found a sci-fi tech wall piece, and I scaled it down to make tech detailing into the arm instead of trying to fight and make it super smooth. I went ahead and went with the whole cutting it and extending it, and just working it into the design of the arm. So over here, I did smooth it out and did a little bit of chrome powder, like a graphite powder, to chrome out that section. A little extra color visualization, like the little extra pop color. The head, again, was from Meshy AI for the most of the head sculpt. Got it pretty close. I did some resculpting, of course. It doesn't get it exact. Like, it had like 4 ears. I cut off the extra ears behind each side. The tusks were like, I reshaped the back tusk. I cut off the front ones completely. I found these tusks. It's like listed like be a tusk lamp on Cults 3D. Got that file and printed and scaled them to the right size and added those on there. And on the trunk, it was pretty smooth from the Meshy AI, so I actually made a texture stamp off the OG Bruton head. I put the texture on top of the trunk so I can get the segmented fur of the trunk. One of the things I like with this one, I like this one be considered like a power fist arm. For the concept of the character, you can actually interchange his arms for different things. And the other 3D parts, I found this belt buckle off Colts 3D. And this was actually made with Bruton 3D. It's on, I was using it in Discord, and I supplied a drawing of the artwork of his weapon, and it came up with pretty close to what I wanted. It didn't have any of the segments for the grip, and all this detailing through here, that's hand sculpted on both sides. It was pretty flat, what it designed. And it's like a combination battle hammer and axe combo. Painted up with rose gold red gold from Mr. Metallics from Mr. Hobby. Yeah, but multiple coats of washes on it to really weather it. Same with the arm, and I went with the Wendigo arm because it's got kind of a grip hand for that side, and it just plugs in here. The lower body, of course, is the not lower body, the whole lower body. That's similar build to the last Bruton. We got the KO Outback Hulk that uses the 80th Anniversary Hulk legs. From the shins down, we got these were Wendigo or Zemu lower legs. I dyed black and dry brushed brown and brown tones over top of it. The feet were Wendigo feet, or Zemu, or how we pronounce that thing's name, and I extended them, made them taller, and used the push mold, and got the different the feet from the other one, like similar to the last Bruton, and texture stamped. Got the fur on it. After raising it up, I put a chunk of styrene on the back to raise the feet up, then I sculpted over top of it, and added some extra height. So I wanted him to be bigger than Bruton, which bring in Bruton. He is taller than my OG Bruton quite a bit. Bring him up so you can actually see which that's what I wanted. With this arm, with using the Hydra Stomper arm, I got the open display hand. I got the fist here. And I got you can use the blast effects. So I'm going to have a cannon arm and a power fist punch arm. I may end up making other ones later on, or different attachments for them. This, if you've been customizing a long time, you might recognize these. These are made from the straps from the old Toy Biz Mr. Sinister. The cape, his cape pieces. It was the go-to thing for making straps and stuff like back in the day for when you were customizing. That's why you see so many Toy Biz Mr. Sinisters without capes. People were using them for custom fodder. The belt was initially made from my friend Don Sawyer. I actually cut it down, narrowed it down, and changed the shape of it to match the band of the deer across. That way I got the slimmer design, painted up to match what I paint job there. Very, very cool character concept with that my friend HulkSmash helped develop. Really, I wouldn't even thought about making this character if it wasn't for him. A big thank you there. And for how he sizes up, here we have a new Hyperion. We got 80th Anniversary Hulk with custom head sculpt. So he actually towers over the Hulk, which is what I wanted. And here we have him with a new Bucky cap, Monster Venom. Got the Eric Masterson Thor and Maximum Spider-Man. So he is a big boy. Even with how big these characters are, I wouldn't mind had these been a little bigger, but kind of limited with the fodder I have available to build these with. There's nothing really that big enough, easily accessible to make them as big as I really would like to have them. I would kind of like to have them about, I don't know, about an inch taller maybe. But overall, super happy how this turned out, and big, huge thank you to my friend HulkSmash Customs that helped me develop whose initial concept of the character was from him, and we worked on developing it out, and great addition to my roster of villains. Anyway, thank you for taking watch time of the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Catch y'all next time.